Hi everybody, this is Kathy with Plan Happy With Me. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are a repeat planner friend, I hope I have something exciting for you today. Today we're going to be working in my brand new 2022 planner. I'm excited. In my first vertical, which I use as an all about me planner, and we're going to move in. Now this planner, the way I use this planner, by the way, I used some stickers from this book here. I'll explain to you why I chose them. They are, to me, kind of like a snowball. And then we use the Roy G. Biv Volume 1, some stickers there, and some of the days of the week stickers from Functionally Chic from Live Love Posh. So I don't actually just open my monthly and my All About Me planner. I actually have to set it up and move it in. So the first thing I do is I make a copy of this side, because I'm going to actually be covering this side, which I have already done. And then I take a piece of of scrapbook paper, and I use a big, so the 8.5 by 11 fits perfectly, and I literally just tape this in. Okay, now my tape runner is kind of tall. I'm hoping I don't hit the camera so that you guys don't go jiggling all over the place. This is a leftover from my paper scrapbook days. Love that tool. And to me, this looked like snowballs falling, right? So that's why I chose it. Remember, this planner, if you didn't see my 22 planner lineup video, this planner is going to be black and white with a splash of color. And so I'm sticking with my black and white theme all throughout the book. Okay, so I just realized I have one light turned off, so I'm going to turn it on, and hopefully that will make it better for you guys. Now, when you look at this paper, it's kind of crazy. It kind of makes your eyes say, what are you doing? But it will be just fine once I get finished. Now, the next thing I add to this side of my paper is a letter to myself. I take a big sized filler sheet. I remove the punches and I trim it down just a little bit so that it fits centered on this. Now, I don't have a handy paper trimmer that will cut a 12-inch, so I'm going to go over to my guillotine and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and you can see here by trimming up the paper, getting rid of the mushroom punches and that bold note sign there, this fits on here pretty well. I actually can tell you that I take this paper and trim it down to a 7.5 by 10, and that's what you get when you get it done. And then I just simply place the paper on top of my scrapbook paper. Oops, I went off the paper. That's okay. And I just kind of place it where, eyeball it. I mean, I guess you could be more specific, but I just eyeball it. And I do use a permanent adhesive in that, so it's pretty sticky. If you it's kind of hard to lift. And remember, those of us in California are not adults. We do not get undue. And honestly and truthfully, I'm not sure, well, it should work on this, right? If undue would get that tape off. Okay, so these flowers, remember, it's black and white with a splash of color. That's going to be my whole All About Me planner. And I am looking for a different tool, but we'll use this one. So even though these are very dark purple or navy blue sticker, there is some black in this. I'm kind of being a little bit free, if you will, on my description of black and white with a splash of color. But I could not find any other flower that spoke to me. Well, actually, I did find one, but it had a black background, which I'm not opposed to, but not on this page. But I still think that this is a nice winter flower that would be called in the black and white background page. And I'm just going to put that in the corner. And I'm going to put the other one in the opposite corner. I love how Kell's clear stickers are, once you put them on, they're pretty invisible. And I just love how that looks in the corner. I think that's beautiful. Okay, I think you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just lining it up on the edge to try to get it on as square as I can because it is a corner piece. Okay, I didn't put that on very straight. Luckily, this is a Happy Planner paper because I have found with my upgraded 32-pound printer paper that the stickers do not like to come up from that, and that makes life a little bit difficult sometimes. Okay, now we're stuck in the corner. Now, believe it or not, ladies, this side is finished. This is a letter to myself that I write at the end of the month. So there's nothing on this side that I can do until it's done. Now, while I am writing the letter to myself, I will add some stickers as I go. And I found this black and white one that says high five that I'm going to put on here somewhere. I might put it at the front. I don't know yet. But I'm going to put it somewhere in my text as I'm writing. Okay, so I punched the side of a shopping cart so I could leave it in my planner so that I don't forget that I want to use it. So all I have to do now is punch it. Now I like to make a mark, a bright colored mark on the back side so that when I put it in my punch, I know it's lined up the best that I can get it. I can see these bright pink marks in the back on my punch, and I prefer to punch up because I have a little bit more control over what I can see. Okay, this is kind of hard for me to show on screen. The punch is so big and the paper is so tall, and I'm not sure if you can see the pink marks or not, but I'm going to try to let you see it. And then once I know the pink marks are good and lined up, I just have to punch it. And I'm just going to punch it up so that I can see that everything got punched in the right spot. And there we go. It lines up perfectly. Okay, so this page can go now in my planner, which I'll show you in a few minutes. Along with this page, I want removable tape. I know I have some, and that will hold that down and will not destroy the sticker. Okay, so now we're going to work on the other side of the planner. This is a letter to myself. This now becomes my currently page, and I start with the exact same pattern. I'm going to glue my, or tape, whatever you want to call it, my scrapbook paper in so that I can have, and this got a little wide here, so I'm just going to go back and add a little strip. Those tape guns, guys, are called ATV guns, ATG guns. Or I don't know if it's a gun or not, but that's what I call it. ATG tape runner or something like that. I believe you can still get them. They're relatively cheap if you buy the pink one. The red one and the yellow one are more industrial price for whatever reason. They're the exact same thing, but they are quite expensive. And for some reason, That is not quite on the edge, but we're going to leave it. Okay, so now this is now going to be my currently page. And so what I have done is I have printed off these January currently, February currently, you get the idea. And I have them for all 12 months. And I put them on a clear matte paper so they will look nice, and I don't have to cut it exact. But because this snowball paper is so busy, my title gets a little bit lost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a piece of white sticker paper. And I've already determined that this is the size I want it to be. I'm not trimming this white sticker paper. And so I'm just going to put this on here like this. I think that's a little bit crooked. Okay, let's try this again. Now this is a sticker off of that page from Kell Plan so that they will match. And so since it's already stuck to the title, I am not going to stress over removing it and placing it back. Okay, let's get this on pretty straight, because there's not that I can put the box on crooked, right? All right, I'm happy with that. Oh, and then I'm going to place it where I want, just using the sticker paper. Okay, now the part of the flower is going to hang off, and we're going to lose some of that visibility because this snowball paper is so busy. Okay, well that's going to have to go just like that. Okay, and now we can see it. Now I had thoroughly planned to ink the edge of this. So, because I don't like the stark contrast between the two. Let me see if I can do it with a Q-tip. I've tried it before. I think it'll be okay. Let me get what I need and I will be right back. Okay, ladies, the Q-tip trick would have worked, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. So in our little break here, I actually managed to get the sticker off. So I'm going to go ahead and ink it. If you are a paper scrapper, you know exactly what that means. And you're just adding some color to the edge in a very random, unexpected way. This would have been better had I done it before I took the backing paper off, but yeah. When I was a paper scrapper, this was something I fought for years. I was like, I'm not making my pretty pages all dirty. Well, after a while, I decided to try it. And I was like, why didn't I do this sooner? It had so much depth. And as a toll painter, I should know that. But I didn't. And so I learned late, like always, to add the inking. And so this is kind of a new technique for me in planning, so I tend to forget to do it. So, but you can see now the contrast between the paper sticker and the snowball paper is much less stark and much more snowball-y, right? Okay, I'm really liking that. That looks really good. Okay, so then we had the same problem on the bottom of the page. I wanted to use this beautiful flower sticker from that same collection from Kell's Roy G. Biv book. So what I did is I'm going to put it again on sticker paper and fussy cut it out, and then we'll apply it to the bottom of the page. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on here. It really could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be on the edge. And I'm just going to fussy cut this out, following kind of her edge here. And then I'm thinking about inking it. so it won't be that big contrast again. I don't know, maybe you can't see what I'm doing. I really like that inking because the contrast was so bright and I didn't want that on the page. Okay, that problem is now solved. And I'm just going to add some, quote, snowballs to the top of the page and let my mind process the issue happening at the bottom of the page. Okay, just little snowballs. Remember, it's January, and I just want little snowballs. I have these snowballs here, and I have these titles, if you will, already printed and cut, and I'm just going to place them on the snowballs and then on the page. It could be, it's very random. Snowballs aren't they fall random, right? So that's where I'm at. And I'm just going to give this a little trim here because it's a square sticker on a round sticker, and I got a point sticking out here and it's bugging me. So they can go literally anywhere. Now I'm not going to put them down really hard yet because I might want to change their actual placement. Now, is it Functionally Chic? They have, I'm not sure if it's Functionally Chic or if it's Kell's word book, but they have, oh, nope, it is Functionally Chic. She has some titles for your right in the front, and this is paper and this is clear. And so, yeah, really easy for you to make your own little, if you will, snowballs. So you can see I used the larger snowballs to, part of me says they should match, and it really brought out that color, didn't it? Okay, I'm hooked. We're gonna ink it. Now you can see me ink it with paper on it. So it'll be much easier to ink. Okay. My only issue is we are actually getting some ink on the sticker. And, oh, I'm glad I did that. Look at how nice that color just pops. Okay, I love it. Love it. Okay, so now I'm going to put my prompted snowballs on the page in random places. Okay, so we could trade these two. Come on, don't tear, please don't tear. There we go. Okay, so these two are the same, so I'm going to split them up. So we'll put this one here, this one here. Okay, I guess it wanted to go there. And we'll put this one over here. I don't like to have a big gap here, but you know what? We're going to put more snowballs on the page, so that hopefully will solve the problem. All right, so I'm just going to push these down because I'm committing. Do you have an issue with commitment? I know I do. That's why I use the guides. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the white sticker paper off and just kind of centering it on the bottom of the page, eyeballing it. I mean, if you wanted, you could be much more indecisive. I'm almost thinking we might need another flower on that page. And this is where I get into trouble, ladies. So, okay, now this is a big gap over here. So I'm wondering if we shouldn't put a flower over there. Let's see what we have left in this collection on this page. We do have a big one here. Okay, so now we need a guide. So we can make sure we like it before we commit to it. Right? Commitment issues. But it has to be inked. Has to be inked. All the others are. So we're just going to ink it again. I think you can still find cat's eyes. You might have to go to a scrapbook paper store rather than... I tried finding them at Michael's for a stocking stuffer for my children. They, anyways, I tried and I couldn't find them. They able to find them on Amazon. They are Color Box, B-O-X, pigment brush pad, or you can get the chalk pad. The pigment ones take a little longer to dry. Now, let's make sure you find it where you want it. It's kind of close to that one. That's the only thing that's bugging me. That's why I thought we put it up here. But I'm pretty sure I want it on the whole thing here. The whole kit and caboodle. Here, can I move it? Can I move it? Let's see. Where's my wax paper? You're going to hold that. Thank you. I'm going to have a problem with the ink, though, if I can move this. We can put this snowball right here. And they're in line. So let's put it down here where the, yeah. And then we'll put the purple flower more like here. Yeah, that's working. And that way I can put this flower up here and I don't feel like it's so close. See, look at that, a quick little fix. But I think I am going to cut off some of it. No, we're gonna put it right there. Commitment issues. In 2022, I'm gonna be independent. That's my one little word. And I am gonna make it happen. So, that is my currently page. And I do this page at the beginning of the month. So when camera's off, I'll fill this in. Okay, ladies, one last page that I need to correct for my All About Me page is the currently page. This says February. It's not. It's going to be January. And I follow through with my black and white theme. And I'm going to be using that same snowball paper. It fits right over. It perfectly fits. So we'll just start with that. And second step in the correcting is I take one of these calendars. I don't even know if you can buy these anymore, which is such a sad thing in a lot of ways because I really like these. But I take one of these pages and I transform it a bit. I cut off the mushrooms and I white sticker paper this because I don't like all that color. And then looks something like this. So what I do here, these little word stickers perfectly fit, right? And they are from the Functionally Chic box, or Functionally Chic book. And she has 2 sets. There's enough in here to do 8 months. 4 sets are paper, 4 sets are clear. So I was really excited to see that. And then here again, I'm just going to tape runner this centered on the page by eyeball. Okay, that's going to get punched. So we're going to scoochy over here just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just going to hand write the dates in. I will do that off camera so that you guys don't have to stick around with me any longer. And then I just add a little bit of color to the bottom of the page. And this page I use as my healthy habit. So the way I do this is I do put the month there, but I whited out the year. And I'm going to tell you why, because that's where I put my healthy habit that I'm going to work on, the description of it. Okay. And so then all I do is this is a very dark navy blue friction pen. And I just literally write in the numbers. You could put stickers here if you want. For me, it's not worth my time or my money. And I'll stop there because you don't need to see me date the rest. And all I do on this is I'll put in what my healthy habit is going to be. So literally on the first, when I drink my happy cocoa, I'll just check it off. Healthy habit. That's how I'm building them. Okay, so ladies, that is the end of my move-in to my All About Me planner. Now I'm going to put it in my planner and show you what it looks like. Okay. I'm just going to do one little thing before I do that, and that is I am so excited about my one little word page and my 20 and 22 page. I have videos on both of these. I love the way it came out. It's so pretty, and it's that in itself will encourage me to get it done. So independence, my one little word, my 20 and 22 are my personal goals for 2022. Then we're going to move right into my January tab. The whole reason I have to add 2 pages to the front because the currently is not behind the tab. I don't know if that bothers anybody else, but it drives me insane. So I found a workaround. Okay, and then here is my workaround, which isn't punched, so I'll just leave it like that. Doesn't that look really nice together? I'm really excited about this. And then on the back, which again is not punched, at the end of the month, where the currently was, is now going to be my healthy habit, which follows the pattern in the front. So I hope that this challenged you to take on adding pages to your book. You know, you can add pages to your book at any time as long as you're willing to add 2 pages. Hopefully this gave you some ideas on how to add to your paper, or add to your planner. Take care and think about subscribing and hitting that bell. See you soon. Bye.